In this video, I'm going to give you an introduction to the town of Guilford's Geographic Information System, or GIS system. To access the mapping site, go to guilfordgis.com, and then on the right-hand side, you're going to choose Interactive Mapping. Click the Start Search button, and the maps will load. Let's take a moment to explore the interface of the mapping program. Let's begin by zooming in and out. On the left-hand side, you see the plus and minus. This allows you to zoom into the map. Each time you click it, you get a little bit more detail. You can start to see things like roads and street names. If you keep going, you'll see property boundaries, and eventually you'll see plot detail information. There's many ways to zoom. You can use the plus or minus here to go in or out. On the bottom of the screen, there's a zoom in and zoom out bar. If you use a mouse, you can use the scroll bar. Right now I'm just scrolling through the mouse. If you have touch screens, you can use 2 fingers to expand it. So there are many ways. For simplicity, the plus and minus I find is the most straightforward that you can do. If you get to a spot where you're not quite sure where you are, up on the top menu there's this full town view. Click that and it will return you back to the overview of the town. Kind of resets things for you. Another navigation tool that you're going to want to use is the pan tool. It's on the bottom. It looks like a hand. If you click this, now if you hold your mouse down over the screen, you can reposition the map. This is very important for when you do zoom in. You might need to center the material. So if I want to move this over to the center, I can do that just by the pan command. Also on the bottom of the screen are measurement tools. The simple measure tool gives you a straight line. If you click that, hold your mouse down, release it, it will tell you the straight line distance in both feet and miles. One feature of digital maps that's related to the zoom function as well as the measurement tool is this idea of scale. Notice that you can change the scale on a digital map where you can't do this on a paper map. This is definitely an item that you want to point out to students. As you zoom in and zoom out, the scale changes automatically, or you can choose a scale of your choice. Down here you can see 1 inch equals 1,500 feet. In the upper right hand corner, you're going to see the layers tools. You're going to be using this a lot. By selecting one of the options from the list, you can turn overlays on or off. This is the Guilford Land Trust property. All of the properties used in this unit are going to be Guilford Land Trust, so it's a real easy way to take the hundreds of properties that are in the town and limit them to just certain numbers. If I turn that off, you can see things like flood zones or historic districts. This is going to help the students answer some of their questions. You can turn on a zoning map. So these layers can be superimposed on each other. I can have the land trust and the zoning, and this is going to be a critical skill that we're going to want people to learn how to use. To get detailed information about any plot of land, simply click on the plot, and a pop-up window will open, giving you the MBL number, telling you who the owner of the property is, the acreage, and the zoning. You can also click a quick map. This makes it easy to see the surrounding streets around that property. And if you want, you can see a bird's eye photo view of that piece of land. To locate a particular piece of property from the planning worksheets, come and click the search bar in the top menu, and then in the box labeled MBL, type the MBL number that appears on the worksheets. Click the Find button, and you will see a quick card result. Click to Zoom to GIS to quickly navigate to that property. You can close the search window by clicking the X, and then often you need to just zoom out a little bit to get perspective of where that property is located. If you click on the property, again, the detailed information will come up, giving you the acreage and the zoning for that particular piece of property. Just like any other software product, the only way to get comfortable with it is to spend some time using it. I would suggest taking the planning worksheets and searching for MBL numbers, maybe turning layers on and off, and zooming in and out of the map until you feel comfortable using the tools.